Y ella le gusta este o este. Échale saliva, se fue. Este o este. Échale saliva, se fue. Este o este. Échale saliva, se fue. Coge cual tú quieras. Échale saliva, se fue.
Si me toca, yo te toco y te choco. Con las armas de Libra llego doco. Voy a partirte en dos pedazos como un coco. Desbaratarte va a ser poco. Digo,
Échale saliva, se fue. Échale saliva, se fue. Ella es flaca, pero se le va como una vaca. De un momento a otro aprieta la laca. Yo me vuelvo loco cuando le clavo este.
That ain't what that got to do with me. And then he said, you never call somebody, you never should call somebody's lady who now is his wife, who can't end up coming to one of my shows afterwards. We cool now. Not really cool, but I'm still scared of him. And I immediately went to, well, how about fuck you, man? Instead of just being like, hey, man, it ain't nothing. The young me was like, well, fuck it. And man, shut up. And he was way bigger than me. And I'm 6'2". And he's a monster. And my mind was like, yeah, but you can't fast as me, bitch. And he picked me up and slammed me through a car window. Through a car window. I laid in the car. I was hurt. But I laid in the car. I was like, I hope he goes away. Until he went. It was more like.
Did you play dead?
Like, I did like a possum. I was like, I hope he's not still mad. And I was, and at that time I was for like 11 and I was 11 wins and 2. So I thought I was feeling myself.
Working. Not the wrong typecast. You know what I mean? We'll say it like that. Not the wrong one. But I would say I think my favorite roles are to play like, you know, some type of official, like some type of, you know, officer or detective or, you know, something of a professional career. You know what I mean? I think those roles really resonate with me because of my, you know, my mentality and the way that I live, or the way that my mindset is. Now, I love the what are those roles? I'll just call them the bad guy roles. I love, it seems like the last few projects I've worked on were the bad guy roles or the antagonist. So those roles, I guess I can really dive into those roles as well. You know what I mean? It's fun. You know, whatever role that's assigned to you, you kind of just, you know, because this is, you know, what I love to do. So it's like I really dive into everything, every script that I get. I make it my own, and I just put myself in that person's mind frame around that time. Whatever lines they're saying is me saying. You know what I mean? So, my toughest role, I would say it was a short film, and the short film was called The Recipe, and that's now on CMAX, which is a Christian. It's a Christian network. That role was particularly hard because it was so much emotion, and it was so much that I had to dig through in just a short film. Now, imagine it being an actual feature-length film. And the reason why I say it was so much emotion in it was because I ended up killing my best friend from childhood because of I just say he came back from the army, and he was messed up, PTSD and everything. So he was on meds, but he wasn't taking his meds. And he ends up breaking into my store, which I had owned a store. Like, we had separated whenever he went to the army. Now, his mother was really good friends with me. Of course, we've been friends since childhood. So he ends up breaking into my store, and I end up shooting him because he, you know, from what I thought, he pulled a gun on me, but it was the childhood gun that we used to play with. So it's so many layers in that short film. And I didn't see the gun because he had it in his pocket. You know how people try to raise a gun inside their pocket? So he did that. And it went from being gone for years and years after that happened. And his mother invites me over to have the recipe, the dinner that we always used to ask her to cook for us. So that's where all of the emotions start to play, and it's a heavy short film. Won a lot of awards. I mean, the cast was great. It was amazing. But that was probably my toughest one, only because, which I loved it because it was such a challenge emotionally, because I've never went to those depths before in character. So that right there allowed me to be able to get into that emotional depth with the character.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Donna D. Walker. A lot of people know me as Dee Dee. And of course, you are listening to the Donna D. Walker podcast. I've got the creator and the characters from the movie Grip. We're going to get all into it. I'm very excited. I had the pleasure of going to the premiere. I enjoyed myself. I got in it. And when I found out that they were going to come on my show, I was like, oh, we're going to start with Brandon, and we want you to tell everybody who you are. All right, let's go ahead.
I am Brandon Bias, the creator, writer, director, cinematographer, whatever you want to call it, of this film, Grip. And I first want to say appreciate you for coming out to show support. That means a lot to us,
Oh,
especially
it
with a
was
film
my
like this.
honor. It was my honor.
Right. And for those that don't know, Grip is our film, which is essentially about human trafficking. The film stars Chanel Young. We'll get to her in a second here. I'm sure she has something wonderful to say to us. But she is a single mother, just trying to get her life back on track with her daughter. And out of nowhere, the unthinkable happens, and she is just out to find answers. And we all have this thing in us where we just fight or flight. And when you touch the right ones, you have to go on a path of being rogue. So that's kind of our setup. But it's a lot more to this film. But that's the basis of our film.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell you guys, I sat there, like I told you guys before we got on here, I sat there and I looked at that film and it really brought me in because the message you were trying to get across, it came across. And Chanel, the part that you played was phenomenal because you were like that mother that gets that strength, that extra strength when it comes to your child. Like,
She does a little bit of modeling as well, but she wants to be a lawyer. She's an aspiring lawyer, so yeah, we're happy about that.
oh, well, she's taking after her mom. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
guys, one of the reasons why I have her on here, because you are amazing.
Thank you.
When I first met you, we were working through we were going to do like a little talk show together, and you did the big chat. You did the logo for it. Yes. And everybody, and when they think of Big Chat, they see that logo. So that logo is amazing. But not only do you do that, what I would love to announce to the folks, you're about to be in a really interesting and very profound short film coming up in February, which is Black History Month, which is perfect. So,
Yeah.
can you tell us about that and what role you play and all that other good stuff?
Yeah. So, the wonderful Larry Saeed, right? He's one of the writers on, as well as Glenn, on the short film. And Saeed had told me, he said that he asked me a couple years ago, but I don't remember that. But it could have been during COVID, so that could have been why I said no or whatever. I don't know. But he chose me, and I'm so grateful for Ella Baker. A lot of people don't know who she is, but she's very profound in the civil rights movement, that time, that era. She was an amazing organizer, and anyone who knows anything about any projects, any movements or business or anything, you need organization. And that's who she was. She stood 10 toes down. She just was an amazing dynamic woman. And what shocked me, and just when I did get the role, and because you want to study the part you're playing, the personality and things like that, there's not much online in the books or whatnot about Ella Baker. And so I had very little to draw off of for the character. So, but she's an amazing.
She's an amazing person. Let me ask you, like, radio, the magazine, what made you even go into that entertainment aspect of it in the first place?
Lord. Okay, so I have to go. I kind of got to go way back. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to go fast.
Go way back, honey.
Okay, so the first time that I put a video camera in my hand, I was 17 years old. And we was on family vacation, nothing, nothing professional in any way, shape, or form. Very just home. It was a home like vacation highlight video is what it was supposed to be. But I ended up keeping that camera in my hand the entire trip. Like, and my mom was like, Keisha, and let me just say this real quick. My first name is Keisha. My middle name is Lovely. My last name is Alston.
So your name is actually Lovely.
Yes.
That's how I met you. And I was like, it's fitting for you.
Yes. So I wanted to clarify that part, because a lot of people like, Lovely, what? And I'm like, okay, let me tell you the story. So that's what it is. So I couldn't put the camera down. I was in love. I was like, I love this. My mom was like, Keisha, put the camera down. Just have some fun. I said, no, you don't understand. I am having the time of my life right now, like with the video camera in my hand. So that's kind of what sparked it. But we all go through that phase of.
All right, I'm back. I talked to my girl. She is actually going to come on here, so I'll be able to do my interview.
Be all that I can be and just kind of learn myself more, leave a legacy. I think the more that we understand who we are and what gifts and talents we have, and we're true to that, the more that we can just give and inspire other people. So that's really me in a nutshell now. But we can talk about projects and other things and things like.
What's up, everybody? I'm so excited. As you can see, I have the beautiful Carla Simpson on my show. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This woman is an actress, an entrepreneur. She's out there doing some amazing stuff. We're going to get into this conversation, and as you always know, I let them introduce themselves. I already introduced you, but go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Well, my stage name is Crazy Carla. I am a comedian who is also an actress who was a poet. So I started out as a poet. I became a comedian, and now I have incorporated acting into this whole thing. And as you see, I'm doing acting more than I'm doing pretty much anything else now, even though I still do comedy shows and so forth. Actually, I have a comedy show next week. So
what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Donna D. Walker, also known as Dee Dee Walker Live. And I'm so excited because you are listening to the Donna D. Walker podcast. And of course, as you can see, I've got this handsome gentleman here. He is a writer, an author, film producer, best known for the amazing book, A Polished Soul, that turned into a movie. He's coming on here to talk about that and so much more. Welcome.
Thank you for having me so much, Donna. Appreciate you.
Yes, I'm excited. Listen, I've been talking about you on my podcast and when I do my vlogs and stuff, and I've been telling folks, remember when you came on Coffee Time and we were sitting in the garage freezing?
Yeah. Humble beginnings. Humble
beginnings. Yes.
Going down, we in a zone now, don't stop. You can't keep your hands on me, just be right there, run my body. I can't keep my hands off you, your body is my party. I'm doing this little dance for you, you got me so excited. Now it's just me and you. Your body's my should know that your love is always on my mind. I'm not gonna fight it. I want it all the time. Boy, you should know that your love is always on my mind, and I can't deny it.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Donna D. Walker. Some people know me as Dee Dee Walker. And of course, you are tuned in to the Donna D. Walker podcast. I got this gentleman sitting right over here. He is, I love it, and I am blessed to have him on my show. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell everybody what's up.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Jeremy Liddell. You already know who it is. Doing this interview with Donna D. Let's get it.
Oh my goodness. So, following you, I noticed that your music is like, I love it because your music, it not only is it catchy, it seems like it has a message and everything like that. And that's one thing that I enjoy about your music. Can you tell the folks what type of music that you do and why did you get into it in the first place?
So I'm a hip hop and R&B artist. I might mix it with a little bit of pop and reggaeton. But I started making music because it was an outlet. It was a way for me to express myself and tell the world how I feel.
Wow. And so with your music, with your the music that What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Donna D. Walker. Some of you guys know me as Donna Denise Walker, and you are listening to the Donna Denise Walker podcast. And I have here, I know him as Ronald, but you also go as RL, the Gifted Poet.
Yes.
Is that right?
Well, usually they call me RL, the Gifted One, but some people call me the Gifted Poet. It's fine.
The Gifted Poet, the Gifted One. You are amazing. I've went to so many poetries where you have spoken, and your poetry is very deep. It really is. And since we're talking about that, we might as well just go ahead and get into it. Why did you start poetry in the first place?
It was just something I inherited from my father, something I did when I was young. Creative writing, just writing short stories. I was really big into reading when I was a little kid, and it was just something that I just discovered. I don't know the exact day or time or hour. I just know I just like writing and like telling stories, and that's the kind of writer I still am. Like putting together a story, making it very visual and vivid for those who will be a hero to anything that I can share. So that's all, just a childhood thing.
Okay. And
telling her about my, exploits of crime and stuff like that. And I guess the way I was telling it, she was always just staying by the cell door. She was captivated. So one day she was leaving for the weekend. She was like, "Well, you need to write a book." My response was, "I ain't write no damn book." And I thought about it. I'm like, I'm about to get all this time. I need to do something. So I just started writing my first manuscript. My first book was called A Hood Legend. And I really didn't know what I was doing. I basically just wrote about what I was doing, but I just mixed a lot of fiction with it. I do that, so basically I just put myself in it, switched it up a little bit, and I just kept writing and kept writing. And then when I went to prison, I kept doing it. And so back in 2003, I finally finished my book, and I sent it to Vicky Stringer, and she signed me to a 3-book deal. And my first book that came out was this, Hood Legend.
Wow, Hood Legend.
Yeah, that was my first book.